Trey Starks, Cole Macedo from the front row. We're going green next time by. Spencer Bayston and Justin Sanders in row number 2. Tyler Courtney and Rico Abreu in row 3. Casey Kahne and Brad Sweet in row number 4. Row 5, Corey Eliason and Jamie Veal. 6th row, Zeb Wise and Dominic Scelzi. 7th row is Jacob Allen and Brent Marks. Row 8, Shane Golobic and Chris Windom. Row 9, Tyler Thompson and Justin Peck. Row 10, James McFadden and Levi Klatt. Corey Day, Tanner Holmes, Landon Brooks, and Brenham Crouch. Grays Harbor Raceway, we got them racked, we got them stacked. Let's go racing off of turn number 4. We are green. Off and running in the feature event here at Grays Harbor. Trey Starks jumps out with the early race lead behind the wheel of the TNC Concepts number 55X. Cole Macedo runs in the 2nd spot. Trey Starks leads lap number 1, 29 to go. Side by side for the 4th position. Give it to Tyler Courtney across the line. He gets by the 2X of Justin Sanders. Sunshine up to 4th. Sanders back to 5th. Then it's Rico, Kahne, Sweet, Veal, and Wise, the top 10. Trey Starks puts another one in the books. Cole Macedo still running in that 2nd spot, not too far behind your race leader. Top 10, mostly single file right now. Remember, there was a ton of track prep done right before this race got onto the track. Going to take a few laps for that to get worked in. Starks can already see the back of the field as Casey Kahne gets passed on the inside by his driver. That's the 49 car of Brad Sweet. Sweet makes his way by on the inside to take the 7th position. Just up the road, the 24 car Rico Abreu gets by the number 2X of Justin Sanders. Abreu's up into the top 5. Rico Abreu to 5th. Now Sanders is feeling the heat under duress from the 49 car of Brad Sweet. Sweet not pulling away from the number 9 car of Casey Kahne down the front straightaway. About to be a 3-car battle developing for that 6th position potentially. Meanwhile, your race leader Trey Starks hitting the back of the field. The first car he will encounter is the 45 of Landon Brooks. Starks has to avoid the bottom of the racetrack, makes his way quickly around the outside of Landon Brooks. Now there is a lap car between your 1st and 2nd place in the machine as Starks is working on the 77 of Levi Klatt now down the front straightaway. Justin Sanders still holding off Brad Sweet for the 6th position. It's Starks, Macedo, Bayston, Courtney, and Abreu, the top 5, as Courtney's closing in on the number 5 car of Bayston. You're seeing that on your floor racing screen right now. Bayston runs up high off of turn number 4 as Courtney keeps his car pinned to the bottom. Sweet is closing in now to the left rear tire of Justin Sanders down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet strikes for 6 down the back stretch. He's got it. Brad Sweet's up to 6, getting by the number 2X of Sanders. Trey Starks now struggling to get by some cars. Here comes the number 21 of Cole Macedo. Macedo within 4 car lengths in turns 3 and 4. Starks slips off the bottom. Macedo the inside. Going for the race lead in turn 1. Starks stonewalls him into turn 1. Starks still with the race lead, trying to find a way by the 18T of Tanner Holmes. Tyler Courtney and Spencer Bayston get by the slower car of Landon Brooks, but that allows the 24 of Abreu to close in for 4th. Up front, Trey Starks now to the bottom in turn 1. Nearly clips the tractor tire, but he gets by the 18T of Tanner Holmes. Good move right there from Trey Starks. Puts some distance and a car between himself and the 21 of Cole Macedo. Spencer Bayston appears to be closing in slightly on your top 2 drivers. 12 laps in and 18 to go as Starks has a very slim lead over the 21 car of Cole Macedo. Both drivers looking for that first ever Highland Racing win, and they're going to have to fight through it through thick lap traffic at the Grays Harbor Raceway. Starks goes down low, Macedo to the top. Tanner Holmes pulls into the infield, we stay green. Starks very good off the bottom in turn 2, pulled some serious car lengths on the number 21 of Cole Macedo. Starks now working underneath the 13 car of Justin Peck in turn number 1, trying to get by him to put another lap car between himself and the 2nd place car. Brad Sweet is closed up to the rear bumper of the 24 car of Rico Abreu, and we got a caution out. 1 car spun in the middle of the racetrack. It's Shane Golobic. Shane Golobic around in the 17W, was running 14th at the time, and brings out the yellow right before the halfway signal in this race.
Brenham Crouch is coming out of the West Coast and now more specifically the Pacific Northwest and seeing so many tracks that he's never been to before, like a good handful of a good majority of our high rollers with high limit racing. And Brenham told me when I asked him, hey, how do you learn a track that you've never been to before in a part of the country you've never been to before? He used a Tyler Ransbottom quote. He said, I'm just going to take what this place gives me. And then Crouch's crew, Austin Wenrick and Tyler Ransbottom, they actually asked me, Chase, they want to know when you are going to finally lace up the skates and come play a little bit of ice hockey with them.
Well, I got to be in the Indiana area to make that happen. We were going to do it when we were in India. I think they're in the Kokomo swing there, and unfortunately the rink, when they were going to rent it out, it actually got double booked or something, so we weren't able to do it. We'll have to make that happen. But we're coming back to the green flag with 16 laps to go. Trey Starks going to show the way back into turn 1. Starks going to go up top, and we got one around in turn 4. It's the 14 of Corey Day. So quickly back to the caution as Corey Day has an issue there.
Yeah, Chase, I didn't see who it was, but somebody hip-checked Chris Windom in the 55, and that shoved Windom right in front of the 14 of Corey Day, and Day just had to take evasive maneuver and did the spin in turn 4.
And I'm not sure if this is correct on my screen on my race pass, but it showed him in 19th. I think that wasn't correct because they did come across the line and bump him back a couple of spots. So Corey Day, I think he was up a little bit farther than that. He did start pretty far back in the field, so 19th could be right there as he will refire. No damage on that car, it appears. And so contact on a double file restart means we have a single file start coming up. Cone on the front stretch coming to the green. Off of turn number 4. Trey Starks leads him back down once again. Starks once again goes to the top of the racetrack in turn number 2. We've seen him mostly be on the bottom for a majority of this race and now starting to search around a little bit for some speed and grip. Cole Macedo runs the top off of turn number 4, trying to come after him for the race lead. Now Macedo goes to the bottom in turn 1. Starks runs the top all the way through the corner. Brad Sweet makes the pass on Rico. Abreu moved Brad Sweet into the top 5. Sweet's up to 5th. Rico back to 6th. Sanders is 7th. Then Dominic Scelzi, Corey Eliason, and Jacob Allen in the top 10. Trey Starks with a 12 or so car length lead over Cole Macedo. Race for 3rd off of turn number 4. Give it to Tyler Courtney across the line. Sunshine's on the bottom step of the podium now. Tyler Courtney in his Grays Harbor Raceway debuts up to the 3rd spot, and now he's tracking down the 21 of Cole Macedo. Tyler Courtney coming to life in the middle stages of this feature at the Grays Harbor Raceway. Traffic all not that far away for your race leader. With 12 laps to go, he's probably going to be in traffic for about the last 5 or so laps. And if that is the case, could lend a hand to the guys trying to catch up to him. Down the front straightaway, Tyler Courtney going to try and plug the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Coming after the 21 of Macedo, but Macedo pretty good on the outside of the racetrack in that 2nd quarter. Spencer Bayston not too far behind as well, and Brad Sweet is there as well. So 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all on the same straightaway as they all are in pursuit of the 55 of Trey Starks. Starks now on the same straightaway as the 77 of Levi Klatt. Luckily for Starks, he's moved up to the top of the racetrack, and Klatt's on the bottom. Here comes Tyler Courtney for 2nd off of turn 4. Race for 2nd now. Bayston back in the rear pocket of number 7 BC car. Into turns 1 and 2. Bayston trying to work the outside of the CJB Motorsports number 5. Sunshine takes his car up to the top now. Switching up the lines in that NOS Energy Drink number 7 BC. Trey Starks to the outside of Levi Klatt, to the outside of Landon Brooks, trying to put as many lap cars between himself and the 2nd place car as he can. This time by 7 laps to go for Trey Starks at Grays Harbor Raceway. 7 laps to go. Cars racing side by side in front of Starks, and now they get single filed out down the back straightaway. It's Jamie Veal and Brenham Crouch, and now Starks goes down low in 3 and 4. Might open up some speed for the number 21 of Cole Macedo. Macedo trying to pull off some late race heroics here in the Tarleton Racing number 21 car. This time by 5 laps to go for Trey Starks. Starks rolls the middle, trying to get by the 17 AU of Jamie Veal down the front straightaway. This time by the gap between the top 2, 1.1 seconds, as Cole Macedo does appear to be closing in slightly on the race leader. Trey Starks tries to throw a slider on Jamie Veal, cannot clear him. Veal holds him off, and that allows Cole Macedo to close in. This time by Macedo now just 9/10 of a second behind Trey Starks. And here comes Tyler Courtney as well. Starks gotta try and get by the 17 AU car very quickly. Here comes the number 21. This time by 3 laps to go for Trey Starks. Starks looks low into turn 1, right to the cooker on the 17 AU of Jamie Veal. Good move right there from Starks to get by the lap car. Now Cole Macedo's really got to hope for a miracle here if he wants to try and pull off the win here tonight. This time by 2 laps to go for Trey Starks. Tyler Courtney's down to 2nd. Courtney made his way around the outside of Cole Macedo, but he's just too far behind. Gonna need a miracle, gonna need a yellow. coming to the white flag. Cars getting together in front of your race leader. Oh, a flat right rear right in front of him. Tyler Thompson blows a tire in the first corner. The yellow's out with 1 lap to go. That happened right in front of your race leader as Tyler Thompson and Brent Marks got together off turn 4 and blew the right rear, exploded the right rear on the Kyle Main Motorsports number 35 KM for Tyler Thompson. And there is debris, as you can see on our flow camera, that flew over the fence and into the grass here on the grandstand side. And when I say that thing exploded, it exploded. Would not be surprised at all if it blew the right side Nerf bar completely off the car. Kubota Highland Racing officials picking up the debris on the front straightaway. So if this is correct via my race pass, Trey Stark's the leader, Tyler Courtney is second, and Brad Sweet is now in third. Cole Macedo fourth, and Spencer Bayston fifth. Jacob Allen is in sixth now. Rico Abreu back to seventh, Justin Sanders eighth, Corey Eliason ninth, and Tony Laporta, James McFadden from the B main into the top 10, trying to keep the streak alive.
Yeah, James rolled off for this race on the inside of row 10 in 19th. He scored in the top 10 right now, as you said, Chase. But you know what might even be a crazier story is from the provisional, dead last 25th, Tanner Thorson has gone all the way up to 12th now. So Tanner Thorson in that Rod Gross Motorsports number 88 is moving and shaking in this one. Yeah, James McFadden has had that great streak of all top 10 finishes on the West Coast, but another streak, Tanner Thorson has moved forward in every single feature we've had so far on this West Coast swing, with the exception of the Gold Cup finale on Saturday when he flipped down the front straightaway and picked up a DNF. Thorson continues to make up for lost ground, as he has definitely gained a ton of positions in this one, but every night out here on the West Coast, the number 88 has passed cars.
That's been the story all year for Tanner Thorson. A green-white checkered finish to end this one. Trey Starks trying to pull off a popular win. Tyler Courtney second, Brad Sweet third. To the restart zone, we are back underway with 2 to go. Tyler Courtney trying to build momentum on the restart. Goes to the top. Trey Starks pulls away by 3 or 4 car lengths. Down the back straightaway, Brad Sweet going to look to the inside of Sunshine in turns 3 and 4. Coming to the wave of the white flag. 1 lap to go for Trey Starks. Trey Starks off of turn number 2. Tyler Courtney to the bottom. Down the back straightaway. Sunshine with a huge move to the inside. Tries to slide up the racetrack. Drag race to the line. Starks pulls it off. Trey Starks wins at Elma, Washington's Grays Harbor Raceway. Tyler Courtney second. Brad Sweet third. Fourth goes to Jacob Allen, and fifth goes to Cole Macedo. Trey Starks with potentially, arguably, the biggest win of his career. He is batting 1,000 with Kubota Highland Racing. 1 feature start, 1 feature win. Tyler Courtney second, Brad Sweet third, Jacob Allen fourth, fifth goes to Cole Macedo. Spencer Bayston, Rico Abreu, James McFadden to 8th, Justin Sanders 9th, and Corey Eliason ends up in 10th. Behind him, Tanner Thorson provisional to 11th, Dominic Scelzi, Corey Day, Casey Kahne, Justin Peck, Brenham Crouch, Zeb Wise, Brent Marks, Jamie Veal, Landon Brooks in 20th. Behind them, Levi Klatt, Tyler Thompson, Shane Golobic, Tanner Holmes, and Chris Windom, the remaining finishers in this feature. Climbing out of the TNC Concepts number 55. He's batting 1,000 with Kubota Highland Racing. He's batting 1,000 as a dad. How about it tonight for Trey Starks? Having a kid must be a good luck charm down there. Tony Laporta, I'm sure he is going to be absolutely jubilated with this win here tonight.
Yeah, Chase, I think having a kid typically is viewed as a pretty big good luck charm in the world of 410 wing sprint car racing. Let's wait for Trey Starks to get around to the front side of this number 55, and we will ask him that question and so many more. Trey Starks Getting the hat, getting the Hoosier Tire neck band, started from the pole position, fended off a lot of fast challenges in order to go 1 for 1 in his Kubota high limit racing career. Elma, Washington, there's your winner, Trey Starks. Come over here, Trey, jump on my other side here. All right, now I remember your name. You're the winner. You're Trey Starks, and you're a dad. We were talking about it earlier up there. We didn't know what kind of racer you would be as a dad now. 12 days after the birth of your first child, what's it feel like, and how much different do you drive that race car with someone extra watching you?
I might drive harder. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe this feeling right now. This is what we work for all year. You know, this is why we come and run, you know, weekly, and why we get here as much as we can. And this is amazing. I just love it for this whole family team. We work so hard, and I seem to not be able to perform during the big shows, and it's really cool to finally get one for them.
Okay, you got a fan coming over here to visit you in just a moment. His son, Rowan, was born 12 days ago with his wife, Allie. They're going to come down and join him here in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane. Is it crazy? You have a kid and you're standing in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane. What does this feel like right now?
It's absolutely insane. You know, from a guy that grew up watching his dad race and idolizing him, I want nothing more than to be that superhero for my son. So just super, super special.
We talked up at the top of the track when, you know, I couldn't remember your name, and you said that the water and the rework they did was really going to help this racetrack. What was it like out there for 30 laps? You had a lot of really fast race cars behind you. How hard did you have to work, and what was the playground you were given to work with out there like?
Yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me, how was that racetrack? It took a while to get there, but, you know, I kept saying, you know, just wait for the sun to go down, wait for him to get feature time, and they'll figure this thing out. I don't know, that might have helped us a little bit, because it was obviously bottom dominant all night, but when I saw the rework, I thought the top's going to come in here, and we kind of instantly jumped up there. You could run the top, the bottom, the middle, everywhere. There's nothing more you can ask for at a racetrack like that. I guess that's where experience here comes in. You know, we see surfaces like this all the time, so I kind of knew exactly what it was going to do.
So is it safe to say Rowan's your good luck charm now?
Hell yeah. I'm going to have to bring him with me to Skagit.
There we go. That's Trey Starks, your winner. That is so cool right there. I don't care who you are or what you say. I'm looking for second and third. I don't believe they stopped down here in the infield. So we'll just start interviewing photographers and other people down here. Tyler Courtney just hopping out of the 7BC. What was the pace of that race like? And more importantly, when you guys get that green-white checker and Trey dives down to the bottom on the restart, was it game over there? Did you think you'd still have something for him? What was going through your head on that last restart?
Just try and do anything. I wish I would have went to the bottom on the, you know, the green lap instead of the white. But yeah, it's just how it goes. Trey's a great talent, and I'm glad he got to showcase it here with High Limit Racing at you know, one of his home tracks, I guess. But yeah, hats off to him and his team. I know they work hard. He just had a baby like a week or two ago, and so congrats to them, man. And thanks for this awesome crowd here in Washington. And yeah, it feels like it's been a while since we've been up here talking to you at the end of the night. So just a great night for our Not Dinner to Drink, Eliason Custom Trailers, Spire Motorsports car. And yeah, it sucks coming up that short, but from our last few nights, we'll take it.
Yeah, it wasn't for lack of trying. Tyler Courtney rebounds very well after a DNF in Douglas County back on Monday night. Sunshine finishes second here tonight. Hey, Landon Brooks was late getting to the track here this evening. Brad Sweet's a little late getting down to the podium celebration, but that's all right. We're not going to hold it against him. Ty Wolfgang earlier in the day told me that the name of the game and the thing you guys really have to do with this 49 is get it to rotate. He kind of said, like, you want your hips to rotate on a dance floor. So how was your number 49 tonight? Did it rotate?
Well, it was all right. It was pretty good. I mean, the racetrack changed there, and we were pretty good. A little bit tight early, and then kind of got going better in the middle of the race. But I just had a flat tire there at the end, and we were just struggling to get it on the scales and get it right. So for a second, I thought we weren't going to make weight, and then we finally got all four wheels on the scales, and it had enough weight. So that was a little scary, but you know, we had a ton of fuel in it, so I just wasn't sure what was going on. But we're happy to get the podium, happy to be here in Elma, and thanks for all the fans for coming out. And just need to get a Napa car a little bit better, and we can contend for the win.
All right, that's Brad Sweet coming home in the 3rd position. And Chase, it was cool as he rolled out onto the front straightaway here. We still had people on the turn 4 and middle section of the grandstands here cheering and getting loud. It's pretty cool to see the Napa number 49 piloted by Brad Sweet anywhere in the country, and for these fans in the Pacific Northwest to stay so loyal and follow us from California to Douglas County last night, here in Elma, and then hopefully we'll take a few of them with us up to Skagit for 3 nights up there at the Skagit Sage Fruit Nationals. The crowds up here, the support, the fans walking through the pit area, it's just really been a lot of fun ever since we came west for this inaugural West Coast swing. I know you've enjoyed it, Chase, getting to come back home to California, but everywhere we've gone this trip, we've just been greeted by really, really awesome, loyal, and excited race fans. That's been the best part of this whole trip. They've got a modified A main event still to take in. Brad Sweet 3rd, Tyler Courtney 2nd, but how about it? Trey Starks picking up the victory with his son in attendance 12 days after being born. Man, that is pretty emotional and very, very cool. It's been a great night here in Elma. We're going to start tearing things down after this modified feature, and then it is up to Skagit for 3 nights of very, very big money racing.